changes the profit and loss sharing ratio among the existing partners. Who are existing partners? Who are all old partners? They all are existing partners. Who are all started the business partnership firm. Until today, who are all continuing, they will be called as existing partners. If any one partner is admitting into the partnership firm, that partner will be called as new partner to the partnership firm. So first and foremost, the question is, when existing partners profit and loss sharing ratio will change? So whenever firm reconstitutes, or the partners will be treated equally, right? So if any partner is doing very difficult work to compare with all other partners, in that situation, that particular partner is asking all other partner to raise his profit and loss sharing ratio. So in that situation, their profit and loss sharing ratio will change, isn't it? So changes the profit and loss sharing ratio of existing partners. They may be having some existing profit and loss sharing ratio, but because of reconstitution of partnership firm, when a partner comes in or when one partner goes out, if any partner unfortunately they died or becoming lunatic or deceased or decreased, whatever it is, so in this all the situation, they will implement changes in their profit and loss sharing ratio. Definitely deed will change, which is previous deed comes to end, new deed will begins. What is the meaning for reconstitution? Firm is reconstituting. What is the meaning of constitution? Set of rules and regulations, like partnership deed. So now deed going to rechange, reconstitute. Constitution means set of rules and regulations. India have constitution. We are having law book. That is Constitution of India, isn't it? So likewise, constitution for our firm, partnership firm, is going to alter. That is called reconstitution. When a partner comes in as a new one, because if new partner comes into the business, capital will increase. If capital increase, work will increase, production will increase, profit will increase, sales will increase. So everything will increase, business will go up, isn't it? They can expand the business, else they can modernize, they can diversify, they can do joint venture, whatever it is, because of money. What new partner brings to the firm, isn't it? So changes in profit and loss sharing ratio among existing partners. So in what are the situations it changes? As I told you already, admission, retirement, death, deceased or decreased, or all other partners gave assent to change the profit and loss sharing ratio. So what are the very important thing we have to revise in this chapter? Like, sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio. If a partner wanted to become, if a new man wanted to become a partner into the firm, which is called reconstitution of partnership firm, admission of a new partner, A, B or existing partner, C wanted to come as a new partner into the firm. So A and B may share, may sacrifice some amount of proportions favor for this new partner. So that we will find out with the help of sacrificing ratio. What is the sacrificing ratio? Old profit share minus new profit share. Okay, old proportions minus new proportions. So old share minus new share, we will get to know what is the sacrificing ratio. At the same time, gaining ratio. Because of arriving a new partner into the partnership firm or any changes in the partnership firm, if any existing partner is gained, that is, or if any existing partners get negative figure in sacrificing ratio, that is called gaining ratio. Gaining ratio, new minus old. If new ratio is better than old ratio means gaining. If old ratio is better than new ratio means sacrificing. Isn't it? Existing partners, definitely they are going to share. They are going to sacrifice for a new partner. One partner may sacrifice or collectively all the partners will be sacrificed for a new partner. Isn't it? So that situation, we will find out the goodwill calculation. Existing goodwill will be written off by all existing partners. If it is withdrawn, their capital accounts will be debited. Isn't it? And apart from that, resource, contingencies, or if you are having any workman's compensation or investment fluctuation fund, or what is that, Another one is fictitious in nature, deferred revenue expenditure. This should also be set of everything. What is resource? What we are having in our balance sheet resource to meet our future contingencies, unknown contingencies, isn't it? That is called resource. That reserve money will be distributed to all other partners, all existing partners, not for a new partner. If any existing goodwill is available as per the existing balance sheet, information shows about goodwill, that goodwill will be written off by all the existing partners, isn't it? If any new goodwill arised, if new goodwill amount brought by a new partner into the partnership firm, that sacrificing partner should be sacrificed by that goodwill money, isn't it? So new partner's capital account should be debited and sacrificing capital account should be credited by compensating the money by goodwill favor for sacrificed partner. Because sacrificed partner sacrifice some amount of profit favor for a new partner. It is the compensation money that new partner, how much he brought into the partnership firm. Or if any old partner, if they gained, their account also should be debited. So new partner's capital account will be debited, gaining partner's capital account should be debited, sacrificing account should be credited. Sacrificing partner's capital account should be credited because one who sacrificed favor for a new partner, they are sacrificed, they are should be compensated by their sacrificed proportions by goodwill money. So the new and incoming partner, which is called new partner or gaining partner, new partner and gaining partner should compensate some amount of goodwill to sacrificing partner. Sacrificing partner should be compensated by new and gaining partner. So this you have to keep in mind. And how to prepare journal entry, that is very, very important. As I told you already, preparation of profit and loss appropriation account, preparation of journal entry for profit and loss appropriation also very, very important. Because sometimes they are asking in 1 mark question, even 3 mark question also. Just write journal entries for profit and loss appropriation account like this. They will ask us to write in board exam. Who knows? Because 2 years they have asked like this kind of question. Workman compensation. Workman's compensation against its claim. If claim is over than or claim is less than or equal to. So these are the situation and reserves, how they are set up in this all the reserves and investment fluctuation reserves against its fluctuation. Below the under or normal, how much the fluctuation money is available. So depends upon that. So you see these all the problems are very clearly how elaborated and discussed in T.S. Grewel's book. Once you see that, definitely without any explanation easily you can understand. If you're having any doubt in this, please let me know. Don't hesitate to ask any questions about accountancy with me. And next one is revaluation account. A revaluation account, it is called reassessment of assets and revaluation account. Revaluation account. So revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. So they will be given that balance sheet and additional informations. So we should compare the both, whether asset is increased or liability is decreased, or asset is decreased, liability is increased, or any unrecorded assets are there, or unrecorded liabilities are there, or any money have to give to its users or salary have to be given for its workers, whatever it is, what they have given as new liabilities. So everything should be treated in revaluation account. So you can have in your mind how to prepare revaluation account. So debit side favor for liability side, credit side favor for asset side. So debit side you should write liability increased, assets decreased, unrecorded liability. Credit side you should write assets increased, liability decreased, unrecorded assets. Then 98%, 99% you have completed revaluation account. So these three methods, these three formulas you have to keep in mind. Debit side, liability increased, credit side, assets increased. So if you are having this, easily you can prepare this revaluation account. Credit side of revaluation account is more than the debit side of revaluation account. You can get revaluation profit. that revaluation profit should be shared to all the partners as per their profit and loss sharing ratio. Not new, existing profit and loss sharing ratio. That too only for existing partners, not for new partner. Isn't it? Because assets revalued now. Assets revalued and liabilities are reassessed. So if any revaluation profit, that profit depends upon that existing partners, not for a new partner. So it should be credited to existing partners capital account. If revaluation profit, revaluation loss means that also goes to existing partners only, not for a new partner. So new partner will not suffer in it. So that revaluation loss will be distributed to all existing partners as per their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. It should be debited to their capital accounts. Okay. The next one is balance sheet. How to prepare balance sheet, that already you know grade 11 itself. Okay, that preparation of balance sheet, this very easiest one. Then the left hand side is your liability side and right hand side your asset side. All the assets will be recorded in asset side. All the liabilities will be recorded in liability side. And that too present in current situation. What are the assets are there after deduct depreciation and after add all the new liabilities. If any new assets are there, that should be entered. If any cash accounts should be prepared separately. So this and that everything should be new. That should be prepared for a present year 31st March. Current year, isn't it? Then of course this chapter comes to end. Preparation of revaluation account and balance sheet, and adjustment of capital is eliminated for this year. Adjustment of capital depends upon new partners capital money. Existing partners will be adjusted. Even adjustment of goodwill also, I shared one video especially for it about goodwill. Our previous video you can refer about it very clearly, adjustment of goodwill. But I hope that also will not be a part of the question paper upcoming exam. But anyway, not this exam. I am discussing about board exam. Okay. But I don't know, I'm not very clear. Anyway, I taught you, just you be careful in it. You just study about it. Very easy only. What I shared with you just follow, that is very important. Fifth chapter is admission of a new partner. Admission of a new partner, reconstitution of partnership firm, admission of a new partner. Everything we have discussed already in from fundamentals to goodwill and changes in profit and loss sharing ratio among all existing partners. So everything we have discussed already very clearly. So that is what we are going to implement in admission of a new partner. Not only admission of a new partner, retirement of a partner, death of a partner, even deceased partner, decreased partner, everything we are going to deal the same way what we dealt in fundamentals of partnership firm plus goodwill and changes in profit and loss sharing ratio among existing partners. Okay, if a partner is admitting into the partnership firm, so how much proportions he is extracting from an existing partnership firm, or one partner is sacrificing, or collectively all the partners is sacrificing, whatever it is, different upon the situation. So depend upon the situation, different situations they have given. And TS Grewal, my preparation, my best suggestion to prepare accounts in TS Grewal. So many problems they have given. If you are focused in illustration, that is very important. Easily you can come to know. And revaluation account is very important, like goodwill. So preparation of changes in profit and loss sharing ratio. Changes in profit and loss sharing ratio. Then after that, valuation of goodwill, and if any existing goodwill will be is there, that should be written off by all existing partners as per their existing profit and loss sharing ratio. And what is that? Reserves, contingencies, deferred revenue expenditure, any workman's compensation, else investment fluctuation, whatever it is, whatever we have discussed. So that only is available in this same chapter, but slightly different. The difference are they will be given balance sheet with some additional informations. We have to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, and balance sheet. This is the revaluation of partner, which is that reconstitution of partnership firm, admission of new partners theme. Definitely 1 8 more question will be asked for board exam. So board exam you can expect 1 8 more question from admission of a new partner alone. If you are well and good to prepare revaluation account, partners capital account, and balance sheet, 8 mark is in your hand, isn't it? So inside many things we have to be discussed. See, if they have given goodwill, goodwill should be written off. How to be very clear in it. Existing goodwill will be written off. if all the partners, assent is very important, all the partners agreed to carry forward, which is that brought forward that previous year goodwill, means some problem is there. So based on this also some problems they have given in TS Grewal. You check it out. So in that situation, that existing goodwill will be considered as a new goodwill, isn't it? So that kind of problem also will be there. But usually that will not be considered. Existing goodwill will be written off. If any partner comes into the partnership firm during reconstitution, that new goodwill will be take part. So that goodwill will be compensated for sacrificing partners. Okay. So this is that you have to be very clear in it. But very interesting chapter is admission of a new partner and scoring chapter even. If you are well and good in fundamentals of partnership firm, everything you can clear very easily. Upcoming 4 chapters. So you have to be focused in fundamentals of new partner, fundamentals of partnership firm. Thank you so much. Passionately, you are watching this video till end. Thank you all and enjoy learning. Not only for scoring marks, get more knowledge. Try to get more knowledge. Thank you.